Hey guys, it's Sarah from Sleepopolis, and today we're going to be looking at the 8 sleep tracker. Now, it's covering 8's smart mattress called the Mars Plus right now. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what that mattress feels like, but what we're really going to get into is what happens when you pair that mattress with 8's AI-powered sleep tracker. Let's take a look. Okay, so before we get into the sleep tracker itself, just want to let you know that it's covering the Mars Smart Mattress from 8. Now, it's not essential to have a mattress from 8 when using the 8 sleep tracker, but that's what I'm doing for the purposes of this review. Now, the Mars mattress from 8 is one of a trio of mattresses from 8. There's the Saturn, the Jupiter, and the Mars. Now this one, the Mars, is a hybrid construction of sleeved coils and very soft layers of foam. So you can kind of already tell just from sitting on it that it's going to offer this nice balance of bounce and sort of body hugging foam that I can tell is going to offer some nice pressure relief in my back and my hips. Now, as far as the sleep tracker itself, the cover, some people call it the sleep cover, is made from 100% polyester. So while typically, well, always when you're using this tracker, you're gonna have your fitted sheet covering this. So your skin really isn't going to come in direct contact with the tracker itself, but it does have a nice soft feel to it. It's kind of very light and airy, and it does offer the slightest little extra layer of cushion, which is kind of a nice perk. Now, the real magic is what's going on inside of the cover. Inside this cover are piezo sensors. Now, these sensors are going to track myriad factors about how you're sleeping at night. Everything from your body temperature, the temperature of the room, respiratory rate, heart rate. It really goes on so that when you wake up in the morning, you open your phone and a sleep report is waiting for you. It's going to give you a sleep score that goes up to 100, and your sleep score is calculated off of really a lot of things, which I'll get into a little bit more later. But things like your heart rate, how often you tossed and turned, how often you slept, and things like that. Your sleep score is sort of one part. It also offers something called a sleep coach, which is a relatively new addition to the app. The sleep coach is going to offer insights about how you slept and how you could potentially sleep better. So now that we know what this is made of, let's see how it works. So like I said, the smart mattress is communicating with the sleep tracker, that's communicating with the app on your phone, that's going to sort of evaluate your sleep score. And as I mentioned, your sleep score is calculated based off of myriad sleep factors, your respiratory rate, your heart rate, your body temperature, how often you tossed and turned, and you can access all of your sleep stats via the app on your phone. But in addition to these sleep coach insights that sort of tell you how you can improve your sleep and give you props when you had a great night's sleep, there are these very cool features that are represented by 6 icons on the bottom of your app. You've got the little home, which allows you to access your dashboard, which is just gonna say, hey Sarah, great sleeping last night, or ooh, I'm not so sure about last night. Then we've got a little temperature, which is one of my favorite features because now I should tell you, I did enter my partner's information. Even though I'm not technically sleeping with a partner, I did want to sort of take advantage of the dual zone construction so that I can have this side warm and this side warm. Or if I want to, I can put this side all the way up to 10, which is as hot as it goes, or put this side all the way to 1, sort of just whatever you feel. But the point is that you can have your side how you like it, and your partner can have a neutral or just slightly warm side. You've also got, and this in my opinion is kind of the most impressive feature, the smart alarm. So what the smart alarm does is you set your alarm for, say, 8 a.m., and then you've got the option to access the smart mode. So all you have to do is click the smart mode button, and it's going to prompt you to choose either a window of 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So you choose your window. I'm going to pick 30 because it takes me a minute to wake up in the morning. And then you can pick a sound, something easy, something that's not going to jar you right out of bed. And during that 15 or 30-minute window, the sleep tracker is actually going to detect when you're at your lightest sleep cycle. And the purpose of this is so that, say you set it for 8 a.m., it's not jarring you awake at 8 a.m. while you're in deep REM sleep. Instead, it's going to find in that window when you're at your lightest sleep cycle, so it's easier for your body to wake up. In addition to those sort of nice, sweet alarm sounds, we've also got the ambiance sounds, which you can access by this little music note button. And it's got a pretty, decent array. We've got waves. You've got, of course, pink noise, white noise, sort of the usual suspects. Whatever noise is going to kind of help you lull yourself to sleep. Or if meditation is more your thing, we've got that too. And Douglas sort of takes you through these guided meditations.
To the meditation practices for deep sleep.
It's a very soothing voice.
Douglas.
And at the very end, you've got sort of how you can connect to your smart home. So if you've got things like a Nest and Alexa, you can sort of connect your 8 sleep tracker with your smart home, and it can do things like brew your coffee or tell Alexa to warm your bed without even having to use the app. So pretty cool stuff. So like I said, while it does provide these great insights about how you should sleep better or what you were sleeping like the night prior, these features of warming your bed and the smart alarm that wakes you up very easily and these meditative factors really make the 8 sleep tracker a very useful sleep accessory. So there are so many cool things about this sleep tracker, so I'm just going to throw out some of my favorites. Firstly, I think the smart alarm feature is really cool. What it does is it detects when you're in your lightest sleep cycle so that it doesn't wake you up when you're in deep REM sleep. Now that's pretty awesome because when you're in REM sleep, an alarm can be particularly jarring, if you even hear it at all. So all you have to do is set your alarm for when you want to wake up, and then you can select on the smart alarm feature to be woken up either 15 minutes or 30 minutes prior to when you set your alarm for. And during that time, it will wake you up when it's detected that you're in your lightest sleep cycle. If you don't wake up, it will just make sure that it goes off at the time that you selected so that you're not late. Another cool feature is the temperature control on this sleep cover. You can set, using the app on your phone, yours or your partner's, or both, sides of the bed to warm up on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being just a little bit warm and 10 being super toasty. You can even set a timer so that it'll go off so you don't wake up sweating. And something that always takes the pressure off for me is you can try this sleep tracker for 30 days before really committing. If you try it for a full month and decide it's definitely not for you, you can just send it on back to 8 for a full refund. Okay, so there are a few things about the 8 sleep tracker that some folks might consider to be drawbacks. Firstly, you can't get this cover wet at all. Because of the sensors in here, you can't get it wet, so you can't wash it, which means you need to be extra diligent about making sure it doesn't get dirty. Now, you could, to provide an extra layer of protection, cover this sleep cover with maybe a thinner mattress protector, but the folks at 8 say there's a chance that that extra layer on top could affect your sleep scores. So that's something to consider. Something I wasn't particularly crazy about is that while there is a heating feature that's pretty awesome, there's no cooling feature as of yet. Now, as a perpetually hot sleeper, if it were up to me, it would be the other way around. But the good news is you can, if you have a smart thermostat like Nest, you can use the 8 app to control the temperature of the room. And lastly, at the end of the day, you are sleeping with Wi-Fi enabled technology, which means should the Wi-Fi be disrupted, the internet's not glitch free, you could, even if you're disconnected for a moment, lose the data that you've been tracking. Now, the good news is every 8 sleep tracker does come with a year warranty. So if it does arrive with any material defects, you'll be promptly refunded. To read my full thoughts on the 8 sleep tracker and to get into all the features and everything this has to offer, be sure to check out my full written review, which you can find by Googling Sleepopolis 8 sleep tracker. If you found this review to be helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up, as we'll continue to help you in your hunt for the perfect bedroom accessories. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and we'd be happy to help. Well, that's all for this review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.